I did some research online. I found a list of your most played songs live. So the most played song live is Youth of the Nation.
Yeah, of course. If we didn't play Youth of the Nation, I think people would freak out, like we hate when bands we go see and we love and they don't play their biggest song. It's like that makes no sense,
Mm.
but it was off of one of our biggest records. It's an anthem. It's an anthem everywhere we go. We can play in any country and they know that song, and it's a very unifying song, it's very relatable. It's not one of our heavy songs, so it's a good mix. It's a good mix of what POD does.
Do you remember how this song was born?
Yes, we were in the studio, rehearsal studio here in San Diego, and we were practicing writing for the satellite record. And we were with our producer Howard Benson, and it was morning time, so we had went to get a cup of coffee down the street. And this was before cell phones, Um, and when we went to get coffee, we saw the police and ambulance and fire trucks and helicopters. And so because we don't have phones, we had to run back to the studio to turn on the news, to turn on the TV. And as soon as we turned on the TV, we saw that just a few blocks down the road, there was a school shooting. And so we were glued to the TV and just saying, this is our neighborhood, this is our community, and this is happening, And and back then it was still it wasn't as common as it is now. Unfortunately, it's very common, which is a tragedy. But we were glued to the TV, and then our hearts were broken. And then we still had to write a record. And so that's what was birthed that day was, you hear the somber guitar and then the drums, and it sets a tone. And then we knew that we need to write a song about young people. And so that's how that song was birthed.
And at what point did you have this idea to invite children to sing this song?
I think it became more of like a Pink Floyd type thing if we had some like voices in the back. And so that was more of a studio decision. And we were in LA recording the song and record. And then we had just come up with the idea, what if we had a choir, a kids choir, to give it also a realness to it, to give it somewhat of a daunting kind of, spooky feeling to it because it's a little bit more real when you hear the voice of children, and this is happening to our kids.